Hello, everyone. We have some amazing news to share. I have some good news to share with everyone, especially with those of you who get supplemental security income or other forms of Social Security payments. Veterans Affairs VA benefits and Social Security Disability Insurance, SSI, the Social Security Organization. In this video, I'll go over everything you need to know about the second batch of $3,000 direct transfers that the SSA is now issuing. Greetings and welcome to my channel, your go-to resource for the most recent information on Social Security and fourth stimulus checks specifically designed for American seniors, including those on SSI, SSDI, and VIA. I hope everyone is doing well. Without further ado, let's get right to it. First and foremost, let's address the important question of when to expect these $3,000 payments to appear in your bank account. The timing of these direct deposits varies based on the kind of benefit that Social Security recipients receive. If you receive SSI, the payments will start to roll out on a specific date, and the SSA looks to finish all payments within a specific range of dates. For qualified veterans who receive compensation and pension benefits from the Department of Veterans Affairs, VIA, on the other hand, the payments will be sent out between yet another set of dates. You may be asking who is qualified for these direct deposits. Well, the requirements are simple. If you are already receiving Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, or retirement benefits, you are eligible. Additionally, those who get supplementary security income are also eligible. As the rollout of these payments progresses, there may be updates or changes to the payment schedule. Don't worry, I've got you covered. I'll stay informed about any recent updates or changes, ensuring you have the most accurate information to plan back. Now let's talk about how to ensure you receive your $3,500. Additionally, our brave veterans who receive compensation and pension benefits from the VA will also qualify. First things first, update your contact information with the appropriate agency, such as the Social Security Administration, Virginia, or any other agency from which you receive benefits if you've recently moved, changed your phone number, email address, or mailing address. This will help avoid any delays or misdirected payments. Next, the fastest and most secure. If you haven't already, give the relevant agency your bank account information, including your account number and routing number, to receive payment by direct deposit into your bank account. This will avoid any possible delays that come with writing checks. Remember that legitimate agencies will never ask for this information over the phone or through unsecured channels, so be wary of any unsolicited calls, emails, or texts purporting to be from government agencies and requesting personal or financial information. Unfortunately, scammers frequently take advantage of situations like these to defraud unwary people. Once the payments start to come in, pay special attention to your mailbox or bank account for the $3,000 deposit or check. If after the anticipated amount of time you haven't gotten your payment, don't hesitate to follow up with the relevant organization. I recognize that you may have any queries or worries, so allow me to address some of the most typical ones. To avoid duplication, you will only receive one $33,000 payment if you qualify for multiple programs like Social Security and VIA benefits. It's important to note that these direct payments are considered a form of federal financial assistance and are not subject to federal income tax. They are also exempt from garnishment by creditors or debt collectors, ensuring that the full amount goes toward your essential expenses. If you didn't receive the first $3,000 payment but meet the eligibility criteria, you should still receive the second one. However, only veterans who currently receive compensation or pension benefits from the VA will be eligible. Other veterans cannot get this payment. If you haven't received your payment by a certain date range, you should contact the relevant agency to inquire about the status and potentially resolve any issues. Only spouses who do not receive benefits themselves will not get a payment. As long as you are receiving eligible benefits as of a certain cutoff date, you should still qualify for the $3 million payment. The federal government's second round of $3,000 direct payments attempts to supply badly needed millions of people who depend on Social Security, SSDI, and VIA benefits will get financial relief. You can optimize the benefits of this aid by being aware of the eligibility requirements, payment schedules, and essential actions. Keep in mind that these payments are intended to lessen the financial challenges brought on by the epidemic and inflation. Take advantage of this chance to pay for necessary bills. Reduce debt or increase your emergency fund. Stay alert, watch out for potential scams, and don't hesitate to get in touch with the right organizations if you have any additional questions or concerns. Together, we can get through this difficult time and make sure those who need it most get the help they deserve, and the $3,000 payment will bring much-needed relief to millions of people. It's crucial to be realistic about how far this money will go because inflation is driving up the price of necessities like groceries, gas, rent, and other expenses. Even while $3,000 might not go as far as you'd like, there are some clever tactics you can use to maximize your cash support. Prioritize your most basic necessities first, such as food, utilities, and rent. Mortgage, transportation, and medical expenses. Prior to spending money on anything non-essential, develop a list of all your monthly critical costs and allocate funds appropriately. You can cover the essentials by making and adhering to a bare-bones budget. After that, try negotiating with creditors, lenders, and service providers. Tell them you've received a one-time payment and ask if you can temporarily cut or forego payments for things like rent, utilities, or credit card minimums. If you have unpaid debts, such as credit cards or medical bills, most businesses would like to work with you rather than have you fall into default. Payday loans or past due utilities and rent. If you have bills that aren't urgent, consider putting some of the $3,000 toward paying down loans with the highest interest rates first to help prevent your debt from growing over time. If not, consider putting some of the money into an emergency fund. Even setting aside $500 to $2,000 in a different savings account can serve as a safety net for unforeseen costs in the future, although $3,000 probably won't cover splurges. While this one-time $33,000 payment is not a long-term solution, it can provide some breathing room and relieve acute financial pressures. You may want to use a small portion for affordable indulgences that can provide some mental relief during this stressful period, such as a night out with your partner, a new toy for your kids, or subscribing to a streaming service for entertainment at home. Just be mindful about keeping these costs very low. It's important to be aware of potential changes, exceptions, and new information related to this second round of direct payments. For example, there have been discussions that some recipients of Supplemental Security Income, SSI, may be excluded if their income level surpasses a certain threshold, even though the current stated eligibility includes all SSI recipients. This could change in the final program details, so SSI beneficiaries should pay close attention to communications from the Social Security Administration. Making a plan, sticking to a budget, and seeking professional help if you're unsure of how to best utilize this infusion of cash can be complicated, confusing, and stressful. Additionally, there might be modifications to the distribution or payment dates, especially if there are logistical difficulties or delays in processing the large number of payments. It's important to keep track of these developments and remain alert because even small adjustments could affect when you receive your $3,000 direct deposit. Furthermore, even though the eligibility requirements have been laid out, it's always possible that more exclusions or clarifications will be added as the program moves forward. For example, there might be special rules for people who have just recently begun receiving benefits, or for people whose particular circumstances might affect their eligibility. Make sure you stay up to date with the most recent information. If you find this video valuable, please like this video. I also advise you to regularly check reliable sources, such as the official websites of the Social Security Administration, the Department of Veterans Affairs, and other pertinent agencies. These sources will likely provide updates and clarifications as the second round of payments rolls out. Additionally, switch on the notification bell to ensure you never miss an update and subscribe to our channel for more upcoming videos. Everything associated with stimulus,